Hello and welcome to our training on the CrowdSharing Co-op revenue share formula. The intent of this training is to help you become more confident in your understanding of the revenue share formula and in presenting an explanation to others. Through this training, it is our hope that you will begin to realize the incredible power of the co-op that allows the efforts of the group, you and I, to become something much greater. Through CSC, we have the opportunity to make a positive impact on the lives of countless people worldwide while simultaneously achieving our personal goals. The incomes portrayed in the following illustration are not typical and not necessarily representative of income, if any, that a co-op participant can or will receive through his or her participation in the CrowdSharing co-op. All references to income implied or stated throughout this presentation are for illustrative purposes only. These figures should not be considered as guarantees, typical, or projections of your actual income earnings. CrowdSharing Co-op does not guarantee any level of income. Any representation or guarantee of income would be misleading. The CrowdSharing Co-op has two membership levels, basic membership and share membership. Both memberships are free. To qualify for the revenue share program, you must be, number one, making a monthly purchase of an H2O Lifeline 8-pack, and number two, refer at least one purchasing member. Understand we are not an MLM, we are a cooperative. Members purchase the H2O Lifeline 8-packs that are distributed to the needy and creates additional income for the co-op. This is distributed to qualified members using our proprietary revenue share formula. As a member of our cooperative, you are an owner and you receive your pro rata share of the revenue called a patronage refund. This is based on your personal purchases and the purchases of all those referred into your group. We can also describe the patronage refund as revenue sharing. The cooperative has 3 monthly H2O Lifeline 8-pack patronage levels. There's the silver level at $40, which provides safe drinking water for 90 people each month. There's the gold level at $200. This provides safe drinking water for 450 people each month. And the platinum level at $400, which provides safe drinking water for 900 people each month. The revenue share from the purchase of an H2O Lifeline 8-pack is split in two, creating 2 shares, with 1 share going to 2 different share members. First, let's look at the chart to the left. On your circles 1 and 2, you will receive 75% of the split. This is based on a share member in your group making a purchase that is equal to or less than your patronage level. This will never change. On your circles 3 to infinity, your percentage is determined by your accumulated revenue share earnings. If the total revenue you have earned is under $1,990, you would receive 50% of the split. If it is over $2,000, you will receive 55%. $4,000, 60%. $6,000, 65%. $8,000, 75%, and $10,000 to a maximum of 75%. And it's important to note that those who start as a gold share member, you are made an honorary 1-star for the first 90 days, receiving 55% automatically. A platinum share member is made an honorary 2-star, receiving 60% automatically. Looking to the right, we see that on your circles 1 and 2, you receive 75%. What does that mean? Well, if you're a platinum, gold, or silver member, and you introduce a new share member who purchases at the silver level, you will receive 75% of the split, or $15. If you're a platinum or gold and you introduce a new share member who purchases at the gold level, you will receive $75. And if you are a platinum who introduces a new share member who purchases at the platinum level, you will receive $150. Now in your circles 3 to infinity, just as we explained, your percentage will be based on your total accumulated share revenue earning, which would range from 50 to 75%. Again, if you're a platinum, gold, or silver member and you introduce a new share member who purchases at the silver level, you will receive $10 to $15. If you are a platinum or gold and you introduce a new share member who purchases at the gold level, you will receive $50 to $75. And if you are a platinum who introduces a new share member who purchases at the platinum level, you will receive $100 to $150. The star advances in real time. enter into a new star level and you start earning the higher percentages immediately. The revenue share split percentages for purchasing members who enter your group at a higher participation level than you will be different. For example, if you're a silver member who introduces a new share member that purchases at the gold level, on your circles 1 and 2, you would receive 50% of the $75, which is $37.50. On circles 3 to infinity, you would receive 50 to 75% of the $37.50, which is equal to $18.75 up to $28. If you're a silver member who introduces a new share member that purchases at the platinum level, on your circles 1 and 2, you'll receive 25% of the $150, which is equal to $37.50. On your circles 3 to infinity, you're going to receive 50 to 75% of the $37.50, which is equal to $18.75 up to $28. If you're a gold member who introduces a new share member that purchases at the platinum level, on your circles 1 and 2, you're going to receive 50% of the $150, which is equal to $75. On your circles 3 to infinity, 50 to 75% of the $75, which equals $37.50 up to $56.25. Now the balance of the unpaid revenue share will be compressed going up to the next eligible gold or platinum member. Our revenue share structure is based on circles. These circles are similar to a unilevel that can go to infinity. There is no limit to the amount of purchasing members you can refer. The best way to approach understanding the revenue share formula is to think of each purchasing member you personally refer on your first circle as forming a group. For demonstration purposes only, we will be using rows, but understand our structure is circles. We're going to be showing you the members whose purchases or patronage can affect your revenue share. There are also members who become qualifiers on each circle. You do not receive any revenue from qualifiers for that month. The qualifiers will rotate at the beginning of each month. This is done in order to be fair to all of our share members. The formula applies to all patronage levels, silver, gold, and platinum. For this illustration, you and your group will all enter at the gold level. Each one of you will refer 4 purchasing members at the gold level as well. Using this is just a way to make it easier to explain and understand. We know in reality, as you build your group, there will be numerous variations based on how many purchasing members each person introduces and their patronage levels. As discussed earlier, when a purchasing share member comes in at the gold level, the $200 is split in 2. On your first and second circles, you would receive 75%, which is $75 from the $100 split. Now on your first circle, you personally refer Bob. He comes in at the gold level. He is your first person on your first circle and is assigned as your qualifier. You do not receive revenue share from Bob this month. Anna is your second purchasing share member to enter your first circle as a gold. You are going to receive $75. Now, let's see who comes in next. Marcos. He is your third purchasing member to enter your first circle as a gold, and you're going to receive another $75. And last but not least, Sue is the fourth share member that comes in at the gold level, and you earn another $75. With Bob, Anna, Marcos, and Sue, you now have 4 groups. So what have you and your groups achieved? You and your group are now providing safe drinking water for 2,250 people. You are now earning $225 monthly in revenue shares. Okay, let's see what happens when Bob, Anna, Marcos, and Sue all follow your lead and introduce 4 purchasing members at the gold level that will enter your second circle. Well, it looks like Marcos is going to be the first person to refer a purchasing member to your second circle. This person will be assigned as your first qualifier, and your second circle is qualified. Every person that Marcos refers will be assigned as a qualifier for this month. You do not earn revenue from the qualifiers. Marcos introduces a second purchasing member, which is assigned as a qualifier. Now Bob introduces number 3, and because your second circle is qualified, you are going to receive $75. Bob introduces number 4, and you receive another $75. Sue introduces number 5, and you receive another $75. Anna introduces number 6. You receive another $75. Anna introduces number 7, and you receive another $75. Bob introduces his third person, number 8, and you receive another $75. Anna introduces her third person, number 9, and you receive another $75. Sue introduces her second person, number 10, and you receive another $75. Sue introduces a third person, number 11, and you receive another $75. Sue introduces her fourth person, number 12, and you receive another $75. Anna introduces her fourth person, number 13, and you receive another $75. Bob introduces his fourth person, number 14, you receive another $75. Now Marcos introduces his third person, 15Q. You do not receive revenue share here. Marcos introduces fourth person, 16Q. You do not receive revenue share here. So what have you and your group accomplished now? Well, your group is providing safe drinking water for 9,450 people each month. And on your first circle, you're making $225 in revenue share. And on your second circle, you are now making $900 in revenue share, which equals $1,125. Are you starting to see the big picture here? Because of you and your group's efforts, CSC has the potential to provide safe drinking water to millions, perhaps billions of people throughout the world. Okay, let's see what happens when your group starts to enter purchasing members onto your third circle. This is where you will receive 50 to 75% of the split based on your total accumulated earnings in share revenue. For this illustration, you will be receiving 55% or $55, and the 4G icon is equivalent to 4 gold members. Now, number 6 from Anna's group is the first person to introduce a member onto your third circle. Because they are the first person to enter your third circle, everyone, for a total of 4 gold members that number 6 introduced, will be assigned as your qualifiers. You will not receive revenue from your qualifiers, but now your third circle is qualified. Number 4 from Bob's group is the first person to introduce a share member onto your third circle. And because number 4 is the first person to introduce a group of 4 gold members to your third circle, you are going to receive $55 from each one of those members for a total of $220. Now I want to add in here, from your second circle to infinity, the first person from each group to enter new members onto your third circles onto infinity, you will be paid for every member they introduce. You may be wondering about the members in each group on your second circle that were not the first to have a purchasing member enter your third circle. You will receive revenue share from the first person only. Number 8 is the second person from Bob's group who introduces 4 gold members to your third circle. You will receive $55 from the first person that number 8 introduced. In Marco's group, 2Q is the first person to introduce 4 gold members to your third circle. Because he is the first from Marco's group to introduce 4 gold members, you will be paid $55 on each one of those members for a total of $220. Number 7 is the second person from Anna's group. You will be paid $55 on the first person from number 7's group. Number 11 is the first person from Sue's group to introduce share members onto your third circle. Because number 11 is the first to introduce 4 gold members to your third circle, you are going to be paid $55 for each member for a total of $220. 15Q is the second person from Marco's group who refers 4 gold members onto your third circle. That's $55 for the first person. Number 9 is the third person from Anna's group who refers 4 gold members onto your third circle. You're going to receive $55 for the first person. Number 13, fourth person from Anna's group, you're going to receive another $55. 16Q, third person from Marco's group, you're going to receive $55. 1Q, fourth person from Marco's group, you are going to receive $55. Number 12, fourth person from Sue's group, to introduce 4 gold members onto your third circle, $55. Number 3, third person from Bob's group, introduce 4 gold members, you receive $55. Number 10, third person from Sue's group, to introduce 4 gold members, $55. Number 5, fourth person from Sue's group, to introduce 4 gold members, you are going to receive $55 for the first member in that group. Number 14, fourth person from Bob's group to introduce 4 gold members, you are going to receive $55. So what has happened now? Well, your group is providing safe drinking water for 38,250 people each month. And that could only happen because you made the decision to join our mission. And through our CoOp's revenue sharing, you are now earning on your third circle $1,320 for a total of $2,445 a month. Again, I want you to understand that this formula, the way it works on your third circle, will apply from your third circle all the way into infinity. I just wanted to show you an example here of the tremendous impact your group would have helping the needy if everyone on your third circle followed your lead and introduced 4 new purchasing members. Your group would now be responsible for providing safe drinking water for 153,450 people. On your third circle, you are now earning $1,320. On your fourth circle, you are earning $3,960 for a total of $6,405. Your well-being is equally important to us. We are hopeful that in earning this type of revenue, your personal needs and perhaps dreams are being met. Can you imagine how many other needs could be met with other missions that are near and dear to you? The possibilities are truly endless when you combine the power of CrowdSharing with a cooperative. Another factor that I want to discuss here that will increase your revenue share earnings is the percentage increase when you accumulate enough revenue share to go to the next level in the star chart. The star advances in real time. Each time you reach a new level, it starts immediately. And you would have achieved by now higher percentages increasing your revenue shares. I use 55% throughout for simplicity's sake. Let's just assume that you were being paid the higher percentages and you now have $6,405 in revenue share and are at the 65% level. Your first and second circles will not change, but let's see what happens to your third and fourth circles when we apply the 65%. Your third circle would increase to $1,560. Your fourth circle would increase to $4,680 for a total of $7,365. Let's just say that you've reached the $10,000 level and you are now at the maximum level of 75%. Your third circle would increase to $1,800. Your fourth circle would increase to $5,400 for a total of $8,325. The increase in percentages you obtain through the accumulation of your earned revenue shares never changes. If your monthly revenue shares fluctuate, and they will, it does not matter. Once you achieve this star level, it is forever, unto infinity. By providing the 3 different membership levels, we have tried to make it so that everyone can join at their own comfort level. As you start to increase in your monthly revenue, we hope you consider upgrading your level, increasing our ability to help more people. Also, when you and your group upgrade, you will increase your revenue share earnings. So let's consider what would happen if you and your group upgraded from the gold level to the platinum level. Well, first and foremost, you and your group would be providing safe drinking water for 306,900 people monthly. Can you see the impact that CSC would have in their mission efforts? You can improve the lives of millions, perhaps billions of people throughout the world. And it all just starts with one person, you making the decision to join our mission and sharing it with others. Well, let's see. On your first circle, it would increase to $450. On your second circle, it would increase to $1,800. And on your third circle, it would increase to $2,880. Now your fourth circle would increase to $8,640 for a total of $13,700. Again, I want to remind you that this formula works for all patronage levels. You could start at the silver level and choose to introduce just 2 people at the silver level. Other than timing, you could achieve any revenue level you set as your goal. You may be thinking that I don't have the ability or the time to introduce a lot of people. No worries. We are committed to providing our co-op members with the tools that they need to succeed. You may say that I'm not a very good salesperson. You don't need to be. In fact, we don't want you to sell. We want you to share our mission to create a greater awareness of a worldwide epidemic that is killing millions of people. And when you do, there will be those who want to join you in making a difference. Your success is our success. We understand that our success is dependent upon gathering together a large number of people who would take on the challenge of creating greater global awareness about our mission and be a source of funding through their purchases of the H2O Lifeline 8-packs. Although the mission to provide safe drinking water is of the utmost importance, we believe it is equally important to provide a solution to ensure the long-term financial well-being of our co-op members that is sustainable. The potential to help the needy of this world, as well as our CrowdSharing co-op members, is so huge that a great deal of time was invested in creating a system that ensures the success of all involved. It's a win-win for everyone. Now, this is going to end our training. And should you have additional questions, please speak to the person who referred you or connect with us through our support ticket system. We are always ready and available to help. Should you wish to go through this training material again, it has been recorded and will be placed in the My Office training section for your review. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight.